Steam is thriving, and over the years we've seen many Steam games getting ported to mobile platforms or the other way around. In this video, we'll be taking a look at 10 of the best games that are available on both these very different platforms. But first, we'd like to point out that this video is sponsored by Crusaders of Light. This free-to-play mobile MMORPG is coming to Steam in March. If you sign up using the link below, you can unlock reward tiers for a new server as well. In Crusaders of Light, you are a ranger, warrior, mystic, or paladin fighting evil together with other players. Besides 300 hours of content, it offers 40-player raids and arena battles. Go check out Crusaders of Light and sign up using the link below. Now, without further delay, let's have a look at the 10 best games available on both Steam and mobile devices.
There were mortar shells and bombs falling on the streets. There were thugs creeping around houses and shops.
This War of Mine is a war survival game inspired by the Siege of Sarajevo in the early 90s. It focuses on the civilian experience of war, which makes the story that much more dramatic. Choices are important and often very difficult. There are multiple endings for each of the characters. This game was first released on Steam in November 2014 and was later ported to Android and iOS. It's a very good game that you should really try once. It's also available for PS4 and Xbox One in case you prefer those platforms.
It might happen to anyone. War always happens at somebody's doorstep.
You could have prevented everything. Instead, you made me into this.
The next entry in this list is about the entire Telltale portfolio. It all depends on whether you prefer The Walking Dead, Batman, A Wolf Among Us, or Game of Thrones. These adventures are excellent story-driven games. Telltale has been making episodic adventure games for many years, with The Walking Dead being their critical breakout title.
That one was Mark II. We must be getting close.
Among the upcoming titles are the second seasons of The Wolf Among Us and Game of Thrones, and of course the final season of The Walking Dead.
You will play as Clem. This will be Clem's story.
You think it's murder?
Her Story is an interactive movie game. You are an investigator who needs to create a story and a context from available video clips. Piecing together the available information is what's needed to progress the game. This game has won multiple awards and was one of the major surprises when it launched in 2015, especially because of its unconventional gameplay and strong emphasis on story.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident.
The game released simultaneously on PC and iOS and was later ported to Android as well.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest. Oh, they laid a body on the doctor.
Wars are only won upon the anvil of honor.
If you've been playing World of Warcraft or any of Blizzard's strategy games, you probably would have never expected Hearthstone to be such a success. This collectible card game took the world by storm when it launched on PC in 2014. Soon after that, the game was also released on iOS, with an Android release a few months later.
Hearthstone non-phones! Hearthstone non-phones! Now you can do battle wherever you may go!
Hearthstone is a typical Blizzard game as it embraces something popular and adds its own flavor to it. Hearthstone is playable cross-platform and has become one of the big moneymakers for Blizzard despite being a free-to-play game.
Yeah! Oh!
Limbo is a 2D puzzle platformer with a great art style. All you can see is a silhouette of the world you need to guide a young boy through. Because of this, traps are basically invisible. While playing this game, you will die, a lot. You restart at the last checkpoint and continue your journey, avoiding the trap that killed you. Limbo didn't start as a PC game, but launched on Xbox 360 first. After that, the game moved to Steam and it was also released on iOS and Android. Nowadays, Limbo is available on every major gaming platform.
When I'm on the road, I'm indestructible. No one can stop me. But they try.
If you grew up with PC gaming in the 90s, there's a big chance you've played some of the famous LucasArts adventure games. Day of the Tentacle, Full Throttle, and Grim Fandango are among the most popular titles from that time. All these classic games have been remastered by Double Fine Productions, making them available to a new generation of gamers.
Buenos días.
These remastered adventures are available both on Steam and iOS, while Grim Fandango is the only one to hit Android. These adventure games are very well crafted and really worth your time.
I feel like I could take on the world.
FTL is a spaceship simulation with roguelike elements. You need to guide your ship and crew through a galaxy full of dangers. This often results in bitter defeat, but can also be all about glory. The game embraces tactical, strategic, and simulation gameplay elements. FTL is all about permadeath. If you fail, you die, and you will need to start over. This awesome game first launched on PC in 2012, after which it got ported to iOS. With Plants vs. Zombies, we are honoring one of the true OGs. This tower defense game first launched on PC, after which the game got ported to iOS and later to Android and many other platforms as well. You need to strategically place plants and use their unique abilities to stop a zombie invasion on your lawn. Its unique gameplay and timeless art style still makes PvZ a must-have game on any platform.
We never had to run.
With the Banner Saga trilogy almost complete, we can't stress enough how wonderful this tactical role-playing game is. Gameplay is inspired by Final Fantasy Tactics, but the story is much more in the vein of Game of Thrones, minus the nudity. The Viking-inspired fantasy setting is a great departure from traditional fantasy settings, and the hand-drawn graphics are simply gorgeous.
I awoke, and I knew why we're still alive.
It was simultaneously released on PC and mobile devices, and it really doesn't matter which version you play.
The militaries of the world are severely outgunned. In the absence of a miracle, this could very well be.
The revival of XCOM hasn't gone unnoticed. These tactical strategy games are deep, and thanks to the permadeath of your squad members, everybody can experience a different story in the battle against an alien invasion.
Dead and gone.
This is the type of game that will keep you playing for dozens of hours, and you won't even regret it. 1 year after the release on PC and consoles, XCOM Enemy Within and XCOM Enemy Unknown were also released on Android and iOS. These are obviously not the only games that made a jump from PC to mobile or from mobile to PC. Perhaps you know some other interesting games. Let us know in the comments, and we hope to see you soon again in a new video. The sponsor of this video is Crusaders of Light, a mobile game that's coming to Steam this March. You can sign up using the link in the description.